guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Tati here, back at it again with another video for you. As you can see by the title, I'll be doing a mukbang. It's the first ever mukbang of my channel. For those of you who are returning to my channel, hi, welcome back. Please remember to like, comment, and if you have not already, subscribe. If those of you who are new, welcome. This is a good video to start with. Stay a while, check out some more videos after this one, and just be a part of the family. Don't forget to turn on that post notification so you can see all my videos when they come out. Okay, so let's get right into the video. For those of you who have seen my previous videos, you know we have added a new addition, a special guest. I don't know, a Nekeisha.
Nekeisha, right. Hi, everybody.
Okay, so we're doing a seafood mukbang. Look at the goodies. Look at, can you see? Can you see? Can you, let me bring it closer. Let me bring it closer to you so you can see. Oof, that looks good. Anyway, so we're just gonna get started with our video, with our eating. We don't know what we're really gonna be talking about. I said we could talk about like 2020, how hectic 2020 was, and how we survived, and what we did, and what we think about the riots going on, and the orange man in the office, and everything.
The orange man.
Yep.
It's about time for the orange man to go anyways.
The boot. Get the boot. Pack your suitcases. Somebody said they were like, what? Oh, today's your last day? Today's your last day? Leave your badge. Today's your last day. That's a presidential jacket. You don't need to leave with that jacket. Put that jacket back in the office. I'm like, that's disrespectful. Leave the man alone.
Stripping naked.
He done lost his job. He got evicted. He about to get put in jail. 2020 was not nice to him. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. We didn't even get no forks, nothing.
This is finger food.
You're right.
But you need forks for.
She's over here playing a game. What's this game called? Toon Blast? That's what she's doing.
Ask me what level I'm at.
What level are you at now?
Almost 900.
She's at...
It's an addiction. Can't blame me. For those who play games, you know what I'm talking about.
Did you figure out what this was?
No.
What is this? Oh! It was there to catch it.
It is supposed to be butter.
No.
Butter. But, I don't know. It looks to me like it was boiled in a pot and they just scooped up some of this. Is it spicy?
I'm gonna try. No. It's butter.
Is it?
It's like butter and some seasonings. It's good. It's not bad. She's drinking alcohol. Ray and his nephew.
Ray and his nephew.
She's drinking Ray and his nephew. See, I'm drinking juice. I'm drinking Dole.
It's the same thing that's in my cup that's in her cup. She poured it, actually.
When? When was this?
When they weren't looking.
How convenient.
Yep.
You're not getting me here.
I'm just going to watch you eat, honestly. Honestly, I'm just going to watch you eat.
So, talk about what happened. What did you do during 2020? How'd you get... my shrimp. Okay.
What? 2020. I don't know. Honestly, I can't complain about 2020. I would be so ungrateful there was never a day since this whole outbreak and lockdown, quarantine, all of this. There was never a day where I had to dig deep or stop to think where my next meal is going to come from. I have never had to wonder where my rent is going to come from. I paid off my car in that said year. 2020 was actually a good year for me, honestly speaking. For those who are affected, my heart goes out to you. But for me, it was a good year. It was a very good year. When it first started, I wondered to myself, how are we going to get through? How am I going to get through? But God brought me through. Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm just eating.
I see that.
But yeah, I agree with everything she said.
And look, 2020 was a year where me have to buy formula after formula. I have an almost 2-year-old, and trust me, them formula. But yep, never once was in need of a tin of formula, and I wasn't able to provide it. So me don't have no bad name for 2020, honestly.
When you had your health. That's how I feel about 2020, honestly.
Yep.
I had my health.
I never got COVID.
Didn't. Thank God.
Nobody for me never, well, in the latter part, did she have it or she thought it was? No, nobody close or even far apart was
affected with COVID.
Not that I know of, not that I can say. But, yep. You didn't make my drink strong enough.
You hear this? She finished this whole bottle by herself. Yep. I've never seen egg in seafood before.
Is egg even seafood?
No. I've never seen it. It's like a deviled egg they have in here. Not even a deviled egg. It's a hard-boiled egg.
What is a deviled egg?
It's like a...
I'm not quite myself tonight.
She wants to sleep, you guys.
Yep.
There's no sleep. It's not sleeping time. It's video time right now, Nikki. Get it together.
You just eat your face away.
This is a mukbang. People are interested in seeing me eat.
Okay. Well, you should have had a bigger platter then.
You're not even helping me eat. How would I have a bigger platter?
See, you really eat. I'm hesitant to eat because this shrimp, it's not deveined. Yeah. Usually this gives me... I have seafood allergies. It doesn't always bother me. But when it does, it's bad. And it always happens when there is the vein still in the shrimp.
And you know the funny thing? The seafood mukbang was her idea.
Was it?
Yeah. I wanted to do
what? Some
type of snack, Jamaican snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And you wanted to do seafood.
So it's all my fault. I should have said it, made it clear when I said seafood to make sure the shrimps are deveined, because it still has the shell on it. The vein is definitely in there. I probably wake up tomorrow with a huge face, and I had one already.
We'll give you an update if she does. I wonder is this a lemon?
Try it. Bite into it. What?
What if it's sour?
My mouth water already.
Jesus Christ.
About the water feel.
Make my one stronger than yours.
You hear she just said it? She bet them. Remember me didn't tell you? She just said it.
No, it's coming
She
out.
just told her herself.
Yes. Nah, but this isn't bad. I just don't understand the egg thing. That's the only confusing part to me. You know what's been going around lately?
What?
We were talking about fufu. Hold on. She's getting a call. So, I've seen this thing going around where people on TikTok have been trying. Remember we were talking about fufu. We were talking about fufu, what it was. We were thinking it was some type of dough. Like raw dough that they didn't cook. And we didn't think that was good. So, I don't know, for some reason it just popped up on my TikTok where all these people were just trying fufu. They got the soup that was supposed to go with it. It was either okra soup or igosi or whatever kind of soup. And it's the igosi or whatever, it's kind of like oxtails in there, but they make it into a soup and it's red.
Oxtail.
Yeah. For those of you, we are Jamaican, we eat oxtails, but definitely never in a soup. Funnily enough, fufu is made with cassava.
Okay.
Cassava, I don't personally like cassava.
I do.
But we Jamaicans do eat cassava.
Boiled.
Yeah, boiled though. They look like they pulverize it or pound it till it becomes a powder. And then you know how we make porridge, cornmeal porridge or porridge? They pour it in water. And I think they add cornmeal because it was kind of yellow. Some of them are kind of yellow. And then they stir it until it gets thick. Like how porridge would get thick. But they stir it all the way until, and then add flour. So it becomes
doughy.
So
is it cooked? Because that's basically raw still.
I think it boiled.
That's the homework for you.
I don't know because it's in hot water, hot salted water.
Okay.
And then, but the water isn't like drained off; it's soaked up into it.
I don't know.
I have no idea. But people have been trying it and making a mockery of it. I think even if I didn't like it, I wouldn't go ahead and be acting. They'll put it in there for they'll take a little bite. And like, that is so disrespectful.
We're diverse in cultures. And not because me eat goat and you eat rat. Means say you feel make mockery of my goat.
Exactly.
No, I'm not going to make a mockery of your rat. So if you're going to try something from another culture, it's not your thing.
Just be like,
this is not for me. Yeah. Other than make it to where those who really eat it see a video of you doing it and feel some type of way.
And they're doing it just because people are literally making the video and coming on and talking about, I want to see if it's as bad as people say. And then they come and barely put it in their mouth and start gagging and spitting it out. And then African people are outraging because they're saying, not just African people, but the people who eat fufu are coming out and they're saying, this was it's people like you who made it difficult when they were going to school, coming here, and they had their lunch, and so they would open it and people would be like, what's that? That stinks, or whatever, and that's what its kind of vibes or memories it's bringing back for them. I'm just like, that is so uncalled for, and that shows how uncultured some Americans can be. Honestly, I'm not bashing,
but is it only Americans that is trying it?
Yeah. Like, what? All right, if you realize that people are going out and trying it, like people of your culture, why would you go out? You want to try it for yourself. Try it for yourself. Don't go on camera just to bash a whole other culture. That's basically what they're doing.
That's not nice. And I often say this. People really don't love themselves. Because if I was to do to you what you do to me, you wouldn't like it.
Exactly.
It'll be a whole different ball game if the table should turn for some people.
And the thing is, that brings up, when they said that kind of brought up vibes for me, because I remember, I think I told you this before. There was this girl at my school, when I was going to high school, she was like, I have a nurse, she's Jamaican, because her sister was disabled, and her sister had a nurse that came and stayed and watched her and took care of her. She's like, my nurse made me green chicken.
Green chicken?
And I'm like, your nurse is trying to poison you. Because I don't know what a green chicken is. And she's like, you're not Jamaican, how you don't know green chicken? She's like, how come you don't know green chicken?
My girl country. My girl with wally proud people. I mean, never hear nobody cook green chicken.
Green chicken. So I said, your nurse is trying to poison. She's like, no, it's green chicken. I said, are you sure it was green?
Was she talking about curry chicken? Oh, so she don't know color. She don't know color.
I was like, ask your nurse and tell me when you come back. She's like, I'm gonna text her right now. We were in class. We were in astronomy class. And she's like, I'm gonna text her right now. Texted her, and then she said it was curry. I'm like, that is definitely not green. Can you not see? That is why I did not know what you were talking about. And then I would come to school, sometimes it wouldn't be like what we considered fancy food. It would be something simple, like even tin mackerel and rice or corned beef and cabbage. And they'd be like, what is that? That looks so weird. And then they would taste it and like it.
How food weird?
That is the strangest thing to me. How is food weird? If it's not like a insect or a bug or a bat or a snake or something weird, I'm not even... How is it weird?
How is it weird? I don't know. How is food weird?
Put in the comments.
What is your definition of
weird food? What is your definition of weird food? Like, give me an example of what you would... Because I feel... You know what I think is weird? Chitlins.
What the hell is it?
I think it's pig intestines.
Ew.
Exactly. And that is an American dish. And you don't hear us coming on TikTok or you don't hear Jamaicans or Caribbean people or African people coming on TikTok and trying chitlins and be like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, no, that would definitely have me.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just very disrespectful. Get pig tripe. We eat what?
Yes, look there. So what's tripe and bean?
Like, what tripe is it? What I know what is the tripe?
Cow tripe.
That is safe. Why would I eat pig intestines?
Well, come to think of it, if you eat cow tripe, well, you can't eat pig tripe.
But they make it. They don't even cook it. I'm gonna look up a picture of chitlins on your phone and see how it looks. It doesn't even look like how it, because we have a thing. Like, it's tripe and bean. It's a delicacy. I feel like that would be a delicacy for Jamaican people, because not everybody likes tripe and beans. It's not a thing where everybody cooks it and everybody eats it. You'd have to be like a real country person to be eating tripe and beans on a regular. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is what it looks like, and that's how it looks while it's cooked.
So it's food usually made from the large intestines of a hog.
Exactly. If you guys are seeing that trend, that has a little kick to it. If you guys are seeing the trend on TikTok where people are doing the fufu challenge, that's what they're calling it, the fufu challenge. Trying people's food and then spitting it out and gagging like someone poked the fork down your throat. Next topic.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a big riot with one idea?
Listen, this whole riot one, this is a whole topic, a whole discussion on its own.
That is just crazy.
All I know is if it was my kind, it would be a whole different thing.
A whole different ball game.
A whole heap of morning, a whole heap more protests a plan. If it was my kind.
Now that you mention that, they're saying, I saw somewhere, I don't know if this is true, so allegedly, the FBI says that Trump supporters are gonna have more armed protests leading up to the inauguration.
Armed protests.
Armed protests.
Why am I not surprised?
Not surprised at all. That is just...
This guy opened a whole heap of cans of worms.
I'm gonna do the line again.
Why is it there though? What's the lemon for?
I don't know. You just always see lemon in seafood. I guess for the raw taste or whatever.
I don't know.
But yeah, the riots, I'm honestly not surprised. And then you have back when we were protesting, you had all these people, these official government, whatever people talking about when what's Democrats, the left or the right?
I don't know.
When the opposing side loses, they're gonna be rioting and looting and destroying property. But if our side wins, they're talking about Trump supporters. Trump, if he won, will be just going to work the next day. That is a tweet that a person literally wrote. I'm not saying the person's name because I can't even remember, but that is a tweet that they wrote. It was timestamped and dated, just like Twitter does it every day. And now we're looking at it. They were just talking about themselves. They were telling us what they were going to do without even saying it.
They're not very smart, you know.
Not very at all.
They're not very smart.
Those people are what I like to call edumacated. They're edumacated people. Like, what are you getting from that? What is going to be the outcome? Are people just going to overwrite the rules? The government's just going to overwrite the rules and be like, you know what? Since they're rioting so much, make the president who they want it to be.
It's funny how the president, about to be former, talked about immigrants, basically black people in general. His choice of words when he described us. I know a couple days ago, a week maybe, when them white folks, his people, him nice, decent people, them storming at the White House, they behaved exactly how he said we behave. Mm-hmm. It's just funny to me how he stood there and he described him. When he talked about us, he was really describing himself.
And his followers.
He probably was looking in the mirror.
Probably.
There was probably a mirror there when he spoke. Because that was his reflection he spoke of. But separate and apart from this whole black and white issue, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about what's coming after he leaves the office and this other guy takes over.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about it's almost history. Yes, we have things that he did that we'll have to deal with. But going forward,
what's gonna be
I'm more focused on going forward. This is what, 2021, 12 days in. What date is today?
I think it's
11. 11 days in, what, 9 more days before he's inaugurated.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about what's gonna happen.
Remember, I was telling you he said
After.
he wanted 100 masked days.
This mask issue, good lord, deliver your people. Let my people go.
I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully the changes he's making are for the better.
Yep.
And some of his campaign, well, mostly his campaign was built around protecting immigrants. He was for immigrants and how immigrants help to build the country, which...
Immigrants build America, and no questions
no
asked.
questions.
It's not even up for debate.
Not at all. But there's always an issue of how, oh, we want to benefit off the country. We're coming here just to reap the benefits.
And then
but I'm saying we come here to reap the benefits. Didn't we put in the work?
Exactly. Our ancestors did.
Not even our ancestors alone. Yet obviously our ancestors did. But we have to work our butts off to get even the slightest amount of help. Honestly, it's not. The system just isn't built for us. The system was built when we were considered a fifth. Was it a fifth of a person? And it has not changed yet. They have added to the rules and regulations and laws, but nothing's been taken out yet. Like, I mean, the foundation of what laws are built on hasn't been changed. Has it? Or am I just not fully educated on that? If so, let me know in the comments what you think. To me, as far as I can see, they've just added to or covered up what was already there. And what was already there was never meant for us. So the whole issue of immigrants coming here and taking all the benefits and all the jobs, that is an issue that I always get irritated.
Well, Americans don't like to work.
Y'all can't tell me in the comments that working is your aspiration.
Americans lazy like slug.
I'm not sitting here trying to bash you, but tell me I'm lying. Tell me in the comments. Not all of you guys.
There are some hard workers.
Very hard workers.
But
is
it safe to say the majority? Because when you look at it.
We're not talking about white versus black. We're just talking overall.
Americans in general. Do a survey and the work on
some
the
of those
workplaces.
lower jobs that Americans don't want to be doing. I'm telling you,
immigrants
are
just.
That's why we're everywhere. You realize people always saying Jamaicans are everywhere. Even in the smallest, whitest little towns, we're there.
If Jamaicans should go back to Jamaica, Jamaica couldn't host all of us.
Yeah.
We would not fit. We're everywhere.
We are everywhere. And I'm not talking like just places that speak English. We are everywhere.
In every nook and cranny of the world.
Everywhere.
You find way.
We are very adventurous, explorative people. We're everywhere. And I know that
literally.
And I know that's for other countries and nations, countries too, but I can't speak for them. So I'm just saying what I see. I went to places like Nashville, Tennessee, or
there's never a place I went in the United States where there never come
like even a whole street full of just Jamaicans.
A Jamaican live this in Jamaica. You ever meet them? A
Jamaican them over there.
Yep.
Like seriously.
Big
Where?
Obamas. Most of whom we come across Jamaicans. We go Cayman, same thing. We go across a number of places across the US. We go Wisconsin. I went to Wisconsin and I swear I'm one up there. a Jamaican, no baby girl. There's a whole community. But, yep.
We're everywhere. Everywhere. And I'm telling you, it's not just us. It's not just
You
us.
have people too. Like, when I saw America on the TV before I came here, I swear to God this was heaven.
Right. I still remember the first night I came here on the 4th of July. That's when I touched down here. The 4th of July, fireworks were going off. It was so pretty. I was in the sky. I'm like, I was scared to death, but I was like, oh, yes, this is nice. I'm coming down when things are lit. They have fireworks going off when I'm touching down. Everything. I started on the street. It looked like Kingston. Party. It just looked like Kingston. Kingston, Jamaica. Seriously. Driving down the road with the big buildings and everything just looked like town. There was nothing. The only thing I experienced was the cold and the snow. That I could really say, okay, there's a difference. That and the white people, but we saw white people back home, not as frequently. Like,
if you were to be frequent in the tourist area,
you
would think you're in there for it.
Yeah, you would think you're just in the U.S. seeing, not even just in the U.S. because you have so many different people coming with their accents and stuff like that. But you would just think
some foreign country.
You'd see some white people, so it's not strange to see them. And I said this before, I think, on my channel, but you wouldn't come in contact with them your everyday in your neighborhood in a real like Jamaican area, like I'm saying a Jamaican area, like even tourist areas are Jamaican areas, but a non-tourist area.
Yeah, and then the ghetto.
But I don't know. I have no idea why they think we just come here to just lay down on our bums. First thing, we're busybodies.
Independent. Work for our own.
We're very prideful people. That is one thing.
The average Jamaicans don't like handouts.
I'm telling you, it makes our skin literally crawl to old people, to have debt,
to even ask for anything.
You see how people will just be like, oh, I have food stamps. Nah, Jamaicans don't come out with stuff like that.
Some of us
do.
You have those, just like with everything else. You have those who will, those who won't.
Mm-hmm.
But
mostly,
it's not okay to group everybody under the same umbrella. And I speak in relation to this speech they always make. Immigrants come here to take from them.
Yeah, but
all their benefits and all of this. What we get out of it is what we put in.
Exactly. My grandmother has been here for how many years? And she was an old woman. I'm telling you, my grandmother came here. And she worked taking care of old people. She was a living home help or healthcare. What do they call those people? That job. I don't know. But she stayed and took care of old people. Being an old person herself. The only reason she stopped working is because they said she got to an age where it was time for her to retire because she's taking care of the same people as her age. And she is living comfortably. You know why? Because she earned it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to tell me that my grandmother didn't come here and work her behind off to be living comfortably. That is the dream when we come to the U.S. or any country, not even just the U.S. They seem to think that we come to that, as I said, we're all over the world. I just think they think we just come to the U.S.
No, we go everywhere.
And just want to live off of the U.S. Like, no, the U.S. government. Like, when we were in England, I have family in England. They work their behinds off too, so when they get old, they don't have to work. I think that's everybody's dream. When they get to a certain age, they just want to relax, travel, and eat, sleep. Good night. That's it. I don't know what your aspirations are, but that's pretty much ours.
I'm stuck on my game.
I know. And I'm stuck here. I haven't stopped eating.
No, you haven't.
I'm still not going to eat that egg. I don't know what
I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I don't mean to put you up. Have you ever had somebody tell you, you don't look Jamaican? Or you don't sound Jamaican?
I've had that. Not the look Jamaican. I've had the sound Jamaican.
Look, I'm mixed, right? As I don't know if y'all noticed, but my hair is relaxed. When it starts to grow out, you see the real curls coming up with it. And then I've had somebody said to me one time, probably about maybe a week and a half after meeting her. She said to me, Nekeisha, do you have, what they call this thing? Tracks. Do you have tracks in your hair? And I'm like, tracks? What is that? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, tracks.
Do you have tracks in your hair? I'm like, what is that?
Oh, to clarify, when she says she's mixed, she doesn't mean like with like a white person.
No.
She means like in Jamaica we have coolie people. We have coolie people. That's a racist term.
Indian. Look.
Indians, okay?
Yeah.
But they're still Jamaican. Just like how you have Chinese people who are
Chinese
still
Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
White Jamaicans. Yep.
Yep.
White yardie.
So she is mixed with an Indian Jamaican and a Jamaican. There you go.
And the nigger Jamaican.
And a nigger Jamaican.
So yeah, she asked me, you have tracks in your hair? And I guess at that point my ear was recently relaxed, so it looked straight. I'm like, what is tracks? What is that? She said, you don't know what tracks are? I'm like, no. Your hair, why is your hair so long? I'm like, wait a minute. How is it? I was so confused. Didn't even know how to answer her. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? She said to me, all the other Jamaicans that I've met before, they had nappy hair or they had braids in. But you're Jamaican, aren't you? Yes, I am. I don't get it. She tells me, your hair looks so different. Like, how different does my hair look? It's longer and it's straight. Okay, first of all, our motto says, out of many one people. It simply means, I know just nigga did. We have Indians.
I know just me did it.
I know just
me. And yes, even my ear nice. Some of them not want uno or tie. Hurt me for that story, I know. Anytime I hear that story, I'm like, out of them people here, man.
I'm like, first of all, you have white Jamaicans, Indian Jamaicans, Chinese Jamaicans. She was still confused because she didn't understand how you have Indian Jamaican. She is thinking all Indians are from India. Yeah, they're from India, but okay. Their four parents came from India, like my mother's parents. Four parents, they came from India. No, my mother born in Jamaica. It doesn't, not because you're born in Jamaica, she will automatically become Negro.
Your boss watched it on my channel. I'm talking about what, so you know she watch, she don't understand. All the Jamaicans them go understand though. She say she go drive from Jamaica one day.
Oh yes.
I still remember that time now. You show your people them food. Why if you drive to Jamaica?
She just don't know.
You just don't know. Ask question. Just don't. If you don't know, just not say no foolishness. Ask question. You go drive to Jamaica for vacation. What listening to?
You couldn't drive go Bahamas, so you're going to drive go Jamaica.
Liberty, she take my country, Liberty. Like say we attached to US. What other?
Oh my god, my eyes are burning.
And you know what question I had? If I had this question asked recently, if you don't like the US that much, why don't you go back to Jamaica?
On the money.
Exactly.
The dollar difference.
The working so you can get the money. Not the working, the money. Just the plain and simple, the money. Because we don't have no niceness like we.
No, you
don't have no vibes like we. We don't have no party like we. We don't have no food like we. We don't have no dressing like we. So I don't like they will come here for enjoy nothing. And the money will come.
Alright, we going. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
That's how it is.
Yep, the money.
We do. Yeah, guys, so I think this was a successful mukbang because I tore up some food. For all the people who like to watch people eat, I like to watch Nikki eat. I don't know. So I don't know if she notices. Sometimes I'm just staring at her while she's eating, because literally she eats the weirdest. She does.
How do I eat weird?
You will literally start the food eating like a regular person, and then as you go along, you have a pea on the fork. How does one eat a pea? Like one pea. How does someone eat one pea?
I plead the fifth.
Literally, she'll start off eating like a regular person, taking a good portion on a fork or a spoon or whatever, and then all of a sudden, it's a pea on the fork or a rice grain on the fork.
Are you kidding me?
Nikki, I've seen you press the fork down on a rice grain. You have a whole pile of food over here, and press the fork down on a rice grain and eat.
This is weird.
I'm telling you. I just be watching her eat sometimes. Yeah, I keep saying this video's getting way too long, but yet still I'm still yapping away.
She's been drinking. That's the real interview.
I feel like you just keep telling people that I've been drinking all throughout the videos that you've been in. You've been in like 2 other videos now. It's like your 3rd video. You telling people that I'm drinking. They're gonna think I'm an alcoholic. But if they think I'm an alcoholic, you're here drinking too. So they're gonna think you're an alcoholic. So you should just stop informing people that I'm here drinking anyways.
But you can't shut up because you've been drinking. In your next video, don't drink. And you'll see the difference.
Here's the disrespect. In your next
All I'm
video,
saying is,
don't
in your
drink.
next video,
She wants me to die of thirst.
don't drink. Don't drink no alcohol. And she had a glass of wine before she started on this Ray and Nephew white overproof rum. That's why she can't shut up.
So yeah, guys, this is a successful mukbang. What? Why are you looking at me?
Why does it feel like you did something?
I didn't do anything. Right, guys, you saw me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see us do more videos like this, please next time give us some topics, because you saw we were all over the place. I have no idea what I'm going to title this. Did I just say words in between them? I have no idea what I am going to title this. Okay, so as I said in the beginning of the video, I have, what did I say? If you are returning, thank you for being here. I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. And if you haven't if you have not subscribed, please do so. I'm gonna speak like a...
Let us see how this unfolds.
Stop, I can't laugh. If you are a returning subscriber, please like and comment on this video. Tell us what you enjoyed, what topics you enjoyed. Please answer some of our questions, and tell us if you want us to do another mukbang and what kind of mukbang. Obviously, we can't do another seafood mukbang, so let us know what you want us to eat and what you want us to discuss, because we were all over the place, as I said. And if you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you stop by again. One way to make sure of that is to turn on your post notifications so you can be a part of our family. It helps when my hands are clasped.
Oh.
So thank you guys, and I will see you. Oh, I have a remote. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Say bye, Nikki. Stop drinking.
Bye. Bye.
We are still recording. I did not hit the button. All right.